Thanks for tuning in. Let's call this Cooking with Tatti. Supernatural. Ain't no shame in my game. Ew. Who's hungry? I'm hungry. So I just went to the supermarket and picked up some groceries because truth be told, I rather cook for myself than order in because I know what I'm eating. And I love to cook, love to eat. Self-sufficient. Wifey material. Wifey material by whether or not they can cook. I think cooking is one of those things that everybody should know how to do because in order to survive, you need to eat. So if you have to depend on somebody to feed you and you are not a baby or a puppy, you got some real problems. But anyway, so recently I decided that I was gonna give up red meat just for a challenge, I guess, except I still eat chicharron, bacon, pernil, whatever. I'm doing my best. Put you guys on to a little bit about myself. You know, I love to eat. That's why I work out so much. I love to cook. That's why I'm able to eat so much. And I just think it's really important that, you know, we share things. So I'm going to share with you one of my favorite things to eat. P.S. This was my mom's idea to share with you because she happens to think I'm a phenomenal cook, which I am, and why not? Super easy, super simple, super healthy, a lot of protein, no fake food. I definitely try to stay away from eating processed foods, and I recommend that you all stay away from eating processed foods because it's man-made. And hey, I've been cooking with a lot more seafood and chicken, more seafood than anything. And I just want to share a recipe with you that's super easy, super yummy, super healthy, and by me. So what you need for this recipe will be some pink salmon, always wild caught, because if it's not wild caught, it is manufactured and probably full of poison. Do you see all that protein? No added sugars. Okay, so I usually get 2 packs. You're gonna need some eggs. You're gonna need some type of flour. I like to use coconut flour, almond flour. Again, always try to use real things. Stay away from processed foods. A little bit of mayonnaise. I use onions and garlic. Of course, I'm gonna season with some salt and pepper. Salt and pepper. I love spicy, so I always put a little bit of red pepper in everything I make. Olive oil for cooking and to marinate the cauliflower and cauliflower. So let's start with the cauliflower. While the cauliflower is cooking, we will be prepping our salmon. I love cauliflower. It is one of my favorite things to cook with. I actually turn it into kind of like a rice texture, and this is how I eat my rice because I try to stay away from carbs. But we can trick our minds into thinking that we are eating carbs if they taste like carbs and they look like carbs. What do they say? If it walks like a duck, talks like a duck. In this day and age, it's probably I don't know. Anyway, let's wash our cauliflower. Alright, so one of the easiest ways to cut cauliflower, and I don't know who showed me this, but I have never cut cauliflower a different way, is you turn it upside down and you just cut directly into the stems. So not all the way because you still want to keep the cauliflower as a flower for when you pick it. Do we pick cauliflowers? So you see, you just take out the big bowl. You have all this. And then these just peel right off. Okay? So it kind of is like a flower, right? It does look like a flower. What else? Loves me. Loves me not. He loves me. He loves me not. He loves me. I don't care, because I love me. Look at that. Aladdin loves cauliflower. Okay, so now that my cauliflower is cleaned and cut, to make it simple, I throw them into a plastic bag. Add oil into the bag, not too much, just to coat them. Kind of put it like on the bag so it can go to the bottom. Ooh, oven's ready. Okay. And then I press some garlic into the bag. So that way I'm seasoning. Serious question. Do white people not use this? Can you comment below if you use this and you are not Hispanic? Because every time I go to somebody's house that is not Latina, Latino, whatever, or Caribbean, I'm like, yo, you got a garlic press? Convenient tool ever. Let me know if you got garlic presses at your house. I'm curious. So we're just gonna press our garlic right into the bag. I love garlic, so I'm probably gonna do about 3 of these. And if you don't have a garlic press, you can use a food processor. But it's just like, look how easy. I'll add a little bit more oil. Okay. I don't measure anything. I'm just gonna do this now. And make sure the cauliflower, it has all the cauliflower saturated. See that? How easy it is. No mess. I like to be mess free. Okay. This is my pan. Because it's that easy. I'm gonna throw these in the oven and I'm gonna check on them probably every like 5 minutes. All right. Now that we have prepped our cauliflower and thrown it in the oven, we can make our salmon cakes. So for this, I will be using a food processor, and I'm just going to take out, let's say 3 cloves of garlic. When I throw my garlic in the food processor, I always cut the little tips off because, I don't know, I find that it like leaves a weird taste. I got a small onion. Do you know that there's a trick on how to cut an onion so that you don't cry? I don't know what the trick is, but I know there's a trick. Onions and garlic in the food processor. If I ever made this for you, I love you, or I was trying to impress you. So the consistency, it's like tuna fish, you know? But this isn't gonna hold well when we make them into like little cakes. So that's where the flour comes in. Okay. You want them to get a little bit more thicker in consistency. So I add the flour a little bit at a time. Oh, I like oregano. Oregano. Salt and pepper. Could put some turmeric too. I don't know, I find turmeric to be one of those things that's like just good for you, so I try to always add it to what I cook. But some people feel like it tastes like something. I personally don't taste turmeric. So a little more coconut flour. You see how it's getting more like thick? Alright, well now that our salmon cakes, salmon dough, I don't know. Well, now that this is ready, let's get to cooking. Alright, let's do this. So you always need to have the oil hot first. You don't ever just want to put the oil and then the food, whatever. So I think I'm gonna try to make these a little bit smaller than what I usually do. This is gonna be the size. Okay, so once this gets hot enough, how easy, right? All right, well, I'm so hungry, so let's get to cooking. Now we just let them cook. Bring your heat down a little bit. I usually turn this from side to side just because it's a really, really big pan. So I usually let them cook for like 2 minutes and then I'll flip them. Alexa, off. And our cauliflower is almost done because don't forget, while we were prepping for this, we were already cooking our cauliflower so that way everything comes out at the same time. I love that. I'm so ready to eat. So good. All right, look at that. One thing I love to put on my cauliflower is some Parmesan cheese. Thank me later. Here, and I'm actually gonna throw these back in the oven with the oven off so that they can stay warm. So that's ready. These are gonna get one more flip. These are just about done. I'm gonna shut that off. I'm gonna get my plate. And our cauliflower is good to go. Ooh, I'm so hungry. Ooh, I'm so hungry. Ooh, I'm so hungry. I'm so proud of us. Look what we did. I think you could even call this keto, but thanks for helping me. Thanks for joining. I hope you had a little bit of fun. I don't know, I'm brand new to this, so I'm doing my best. Be patient with me, I'm learning. Hopefully, as I get better making these videos and sharing them with you. I'm so hungry. Please share, leave a comment, like it, subscribe. YouTube channel where I'm gonna keep it real with you and myself and this face. I don't wear